Hi, writers. Mrs. Bentley is back with another minivan moment. Today, we're going to spend most of our time writing the story that we started together, our story about Sandy getting lost in the woods. When we are writing, we are certainly going to come up against some words that are hard for us to spell. They might be describing words or maybe sparkle words that we want to use to make our writing exciting, but they might be longer words that are hard for first graders to write. That's okay, because we have some really great strategies that we've been talking about and practicing all year long, and we can use them at home just like we can use them in the classroom. First graders already know how to solve really hard words and how to try their best. Let's just review for a second some of the strategies that will help us with our spelling while we're writing. I'm going to be quiet and give you a few seconds to stop and think. See if you can come up with 2 strategies for spelling hard words. Great! I'm guessing you came up with some spelling strategies. Now, I want to know, did anyone come up with the strategy of stretching out the sounds? I have a chart here that has some of the strategies on it. And the first one says, don't ask your teacher. Your teacher's not at home with you. But we can change the words on this to say, don't ask your mom and dad or your grandma and grandpa or your aunt and uncle. Don't ask the adult that's at home. Stretch the word out like a snake. I am certain you came up with stretchy snake as one of the strategies for solving and spelling really hard words. Write down the sounds that you hear. That's another great strategy. You know the sounds, the blends that we've been practicing all year. When you hear them, write those sounds down. Use the word wall. Mrs. Bentley attached a word wall that's perfect for the end of first grade that you could print and use at home to help you while you're writing. And the last part is use words you know. If there's a part of the word or a snap word that you know already, use those to help you solve the harder, longer words. Those are all really great strategies, and I hope you thought of some of those in our quiet time. Well, I stopped and gave you a second to think. Now that we remember our strategies, let's finish writing our story together all about Sandy.
All right, boys and girls, Mrs. Bentley has her story with a really great beginning started here. One beautiful and sunny day, my dog Sandy was playing in the yard. Today we have to finish writing our story. We need to make sure we include our setting and our 3 events, and then a really great ending. All the while, we're practicing our spelling. So, one beautiful and sunny day, my dog Sandy was playing in the yard. Sandy saw a squirrel run out of the tree. That's the next part I want to put into my story. So, I'm sounding out all the words. Sandy saw. Some of these are really great sight words to remember. A squirrel run out of the tree. Okay, Sandy saw a squirrel run out of the tree. She chased it into the woods. Let me move my paper so you can see it just a little more easily here. What's that sound? I almost gave it to you. The CH, yes. She chased it into the woods. Excellent. After Sandy chased the squirrel into the woods, she ran and ran. Nice job. Now I'm going to need a new piece of paper because I've done so much writing. Let me get that out here. She ran and ran. Here we are with our brand new page. Sandy couldn't find the squirrel. Now, couldn't is a special word that we practiced earlier in the year. What kind of word is that? Yes, it's a contraction. Two words that are smushed together, and then we use this little apostrophe to connect them. Could not, couldn't. She couldn't find the squirrel. And she was tired of running. Look at that ing sound on the end of that word. Boys and girls, I'm going to continue writing, and then I'll come back at the very end, and we're going to read my story all together. But I'm still going to make sure that I have my character, my setting, we know we've already put those in, and 3 events. So far, I've only worked on the first one. I'm going to work on my own on the other 2 events, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to do a really great ending together. All right, here we are. I did a lot of writing and I have my story almost finished, but I need to make sure that we have a really satisfying ending here. So I'll read to you what we have so far. One beautiful and sunny day, my dog Sandy was playing in the yard. Sandy saw a squirrel run out of the tree. She chased it into the woods. She ran and ran. Sandy couldn't find the squirrel, and she was tired of running. Sandy began to feel nervous. She wasn't sure how to get back home. She was lost. Sandy heard something in the bushes. It was big and brown. A bear! Notice how I made that really exciting. That made Sandy feel scared. She slowly backed away. As she walked, a white rabbit ran in front of her. Sandy ran. She loved to chase things. Sandy ran and ran until the rabbit stopped. When Sandy stopped, she noticed it was beautiful and sunny here. We need to finish up our story, and I told you earlier I wanted our story to be really happy and have a happy ending, and I wanted Sandy to be home. So, when Sandy stops, she noticed it's beautiful and sunny. I think she realizes that she's home. So when Sandy stopped, she noticed it was beautiful and sunny here. I'm home. Sandy found her way back home. All right, boys and girls, I hope that you finish up your writing stories and you make sure that they have really satisfying endings and you use all of your spelling strategies to sound out and stretch out the sounds in those really hard words. Have a great day and get to writing.